Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DRich Show, where we talk anything and everything crypto. Now, here's your host, DRich.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the DRich Show. This is DRich and today is Monday, June 28th, 2021. How's everybody doing out there? And again, I hope that this video finds you all in good health, good spirits, and good energy. And I hope that you all had an amazing weekend. I hope that you were able to do something fun, new, and exciting. Most definitely, I was able to pick up a couple of details this weekend for myself. Not bad. Okay, I had a good time, I guess, at the details that I worked. But we're back. So again, folks, I want to apologize straight up because I had a detail this morning that got me all the way until today. Till right now. So as soon as I got home, I rushed to get home to make this video because, I like to put out the videos earlier. So just a heads up, I'm going to probably be doing this detail for the full week. Okay, it's an estate detail that I'm doing. So please forgive me in advance of not putting out the videos earlier. But in this case, since I know that I'll probably be working throughout the rest of the course of this week, I'm going to put out the videos early, make sure that I get them rendered done before that time so that, you guys can consume them, go over them, digest some of the new information that I'm going to be going over. So thank you for being patient and things like that. So anyway, guys, I want to thank the new subscribers to the channel. So thank you guys for coming on board for the journey. It's a journey. This is not a sprint. Here on the channel, we like to talk long term. So that's our goal. So anyway, and those who have been here, thank you as well. I greatly appreciate you. I greatly appreciate all of your comments on the last video. Not only the last video, but the video prior to that, which is the video on Celo. And today we're going to do a little recap on Celo, just because it was amazing to actually see the progress that was made as far as price appreciation since the time that I put out that video. And I also want to give credit to Crypto Mike, if you're listening again. Thank you for giving me some more insight on Celo, which allowed me to kind of look at the perspective of a partnership that I did not recognize at first. So go ahead and give Crypto Mike a follow, man. He's a good guy. I love him. I love his work. And I just love the way he's very indifferent towards any type of cryptocurrency or digital asset. He's not just playing one thing or the other. He's all about different type of crypto. So I appreciate that. And most definitely I appreciate those folks who are outside of the box when it comes to other digital assets besides being a maximalist of some sort. And again, I want to make sure Health Goat, you're recognized as well because of your positive energy that you give me. Always encouraging me to continue to look at other assets, look at other things, because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we look into everything, give a variety to the folks out there who are investigating cryptocurrency themselves. So I hope that with that being said, you guys are taking some of the information, deciphering it, utilizing it to the best of your ability, and making investment, strategies based on some of the information I provide. So thank you again. Anyway, guys, let's get right into the coin market cap. As we can see, Bitcoin's dominance is at 46.2%. Ethereum is at 17.4%. While we have a total global crypto market cap of 1.3 trillion. Okay, that's almost 1.4. So hopefully we could breach that. And from my understanding, Tether pumped in $2.1 billion of Tether. So usually when Tether does something, Bitcoin does something. And that's why we see Bitcoin moving up, $34,314.04. Ethereum is back over the $2,000 mark at $2,076 with 53 cents attached, up 6.4% in the last 24 hours. And then we got we got Binance Coin 288.57. And again, I would like to think that we're going to begin to see some upward trajectory when it comes to the market, based on, I mean, I don't like to say that Bitcoin is, if it goes up, everything else goes up. And if it goes down, things go down. But right now, that's the way it looks. But let's just not get it confused, because at the end of the day, when Bitcoin becomes an altcoin, then we'll know that there's no, there's a level playing field of some sort. Cardano at $1.32, Dogecoin at 25 cents. Okay, still sitting at number 6 there. And our beloved XRP is at 64 cents. And we can also see USDC picking up a little bit more in the market cap. And Polkadot at number 9, $15.66. And sometime we're going to talk about Polkadot this week, based on what we saw with the Ranger protocol, and then rounding out the top 10. I don't like to go too much further than that. Uniswap at $17.65. And if we take a stroll down the market there, folks, we could look at the market a little green over the last 24 hours, especially over the last 7 days, but it still hasn't made up, the losses that we suffered, for like a month. So anyway, continue to try to accumulate, and we'll be talking a little bit about AMP today, based on the fact that Crypto Mike pointed out that AMP and Flexa is part of the Celo network. Let me go ahead and stop this stupid noise on my phone. Okay, sorry about that, folks. How rude of me. All right, so we got it on silent. There we go. Let's roll it. So anyway, let's get right into Celo, as we seen Celo at $2.04 on last week's video we put out, which is on Thursday. It's $2.04. It went all the way up to, it went up to $4 and some change. And I thought I kind of missed a boat, but there's a little retrace. Okay, so just last couple of days, we had, when's that? Let's see here. There it is. June 25th, you had it up at $4.35. So pretty much doubled its money. Okay, I wasn't able to get in. Sometimes when you hesitate, you study long, you study wrong. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get in. But here we are today, and we will take a position here once the video is complete, now that I'm off of work. So anyway, folks, I do believe in the project. I'm excited about the project, and especially now learning some different things with Celo. So anyway, let's get right into it. Today, I wanted to talk about this, your 3 brains, how your head, heart, and gut work together for a better you. Yes, I am promoting good health. Always, I want you guys to always be in good health and good spirits, as well as good energy. But what I wanted to talk about, because I kind of was reading a little bit about this, and kind of, makes sense, how we have these hearts. And the sayings, follow your heart, and I had a gut feeling. And there's a reason people use these kinds of phrases to describe their feelings, or why they took a particular action when doing something. Although the brain is responsible for the actions you take, there's more to it than that. You might be surprised to hear that your head, heart, and gut are all classed as brains. Over the last several years, neuroscience has shown that aside from the brain in your head, we also have a gut brain, which is enteric brain, and heart brain, which is the cardiac brain. And what are these 3 brains? Again, you have the gut, your brain, and your heart. Okay, and think about when you had to speak in a public and got butterflies in your stomach, or made a decision because you follow your heart. And the heart, head, and gut all have complex neural pathways that work together, and listening to all 3 of them is key to making better decisions. And by keeping your 3 brains healthy, you can work together efficiently for a better you. And this article explains how your head, gut, and heart work together to create a powerful mind and healthy body. Okay, so folks, I'm going to just give you an example. I don't like Bitcoin because my gut tells me to not like it. Okay, I just have a gut feeling, and it's just when I was introduced to XRP many years ago, not by anybody on Twitter, not by anybody on YouTube. It was one of my coworkers that knew someone that knew someone. So when I learned about it. I went and did my research about it. I knew exactly in my gut that it was the one. Okay. So that is just that. All right. Sometimes you just got to know. You just know. All right. And the three brains. Okay. Let's get into it. The head brain. The first brain is the most obvious one. The one in your head. You have about 86 billion neurons in your brain. Your head brain, which is the cephalic brain, deals with cognition, perception, and it's what allows you to master language and communication. Neurons in the brain help to process and send you to master information where synapses, electrical impulses, and hormones which talk to each other. This is what gives you the ability to identify objects, patterns, and make sense of the world. And this is where creativity and conscious thought take place. The gut brain, you have 1 million neurons in your gut, 100 million neurons in your gut. Your gut helps you to regulate hormones, metabolism, blood pressure, and process information as you sleep. The gut brain in the walls within your digestive system. And for a while, scientists thought that your brain communicates with your gut. They thought that people with anxiety, depression, and stress would develop stomach issues. However, research shows that communication goes both ways. And according to one study, the gut sends about 400 more messages to the brain than the brain to the gut. And research also shows that your gut also plays a key part in your emotions. For example, almost 95% of your body's serotonin is actually found in the gut. Serotonin is often referred to as a happy hormone and is known to contribute to feelings of well-being. And then you also now have the heart brain. And if you ever listen to your heart in life, you're probably not surprised that your heart is a brain. Your heart is always sending emotional signals to your brain as one of your most important organs. The heart has about 40,000 neurons that operate independently from the brain. And think of your heart as the emotional brain, and it's connected to what you value in life and how you feel. Your heart also communicates with your head through electrical signals and chemicals. So, folks, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to let you read the rest. I think, I thought it was just a very good article that I was reading. And I just want to make sure you guys understand that sometimes you just got to go with your gut instincts. You got to go with, what. It's just like taking a test. You say, oh, well, I knew that was the answer. Sometimes we overthink things, and sometimes we just don't go directly at it. And sometimes we, drag our feet and second guess ourselves. So, folks, I don't want you to second guess yourself. Always trust in yourself. You're the only person that you can trust the most. And you know yourself better than anyone. So I just wanted to leave that here for you guys today, okay? So anyway, I wanted to talk about this because I left the show with this last week. And I just want to let you know, this is coming from thedailymail.com. And that article, folks, was from sunwarrior.com, okay? I just wanted to make sure that I sourced the information back to them, okay? Because it's none of my own. National Guard is preparing for a major cyber attack that would bring down utilities across the United States. Troops tackle massive simulated breach during 2-week training exercises after a hack of the Colonial Pipeline brought nation's full supply to its knees. And also, we've talked about cyber attacks here, there, and everywhere, and we are seeing a rampant increase of attacks. So I want you all to be prepared, not only here in the United States, but across the globe. I got friends in Poland. I got friends in Australia that talk to me on the side here. And I want to make sure you guys are all prepared. I don't care where you guys are from. Always prepare, because if something happens here in the United States, you better believe it'll probably more than likely happen somewhere else. And sometimes when you start reading articles like this, you know that they're painting a narrative, and it's called predictive programming. So what they want to do is kind of prepare you for it. Some people just kind of like laugh it off, ignore it, and then they get caught off guard and they're not prepared. So again, make sure you're prepared with a ton of water, your food necessities, generators if you can afford that. Make sure that you got your lighters, your matches, you got your things all secure. And if something happens to flood, you want to make sure you got all your social security numbers, your birth certificates, IDs, things like that stored in a safe place. in Ziploc bags and whatnot, so you keep them safe and ready to rock and roll. Make sure you protect your data. Okay, back it up, store it somewhere else. Make sure that you don't lose those things. So I just want to always point that out. I'm not fear mongering. I'm not a fear person. Okay, I don't fear anything because I'm always prepared. All right, you don't fear anything if you're already prepared. All right, so I just want to make sure you guys are aware of what the news is saying and how they're trying to prep you in one way or another, whether you listen to them or not. So anyway, moving forward, this is coming from CoinDesk.com. U.S. Fed official calls Tether a challenge to the financial stability. Eric Rosengren included the stable coin among what he termed new disruptors to short-term credit markets. And again, folks, I'm not a big believer in Tether either or whatnot. I just think that is a scheme attached to Bitcoin. And again, as Tether goes, Bitcoin goes. And again, if it doesn't do anything, Bitcoin doesn't do anything. And we did touch base about where some of the connections lie as far as them using them to print dollars out of nowhere, just like the regular system that we're currently under. A senior U.S. Federal Reserve official has called Tether's USDT stablecoin a risk to the stability of the financial system. And in a slide presentation Friday, Eric Rosengren, president of the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, listed Tether among the financial stability challenges the U.S. Central Bank is watching. I don't know what will come of this. Maybe it gets shut down. Maybe it gets heavily regulated. But, when you look at Flare Finance and you look at Flare Networks, I do believe that they did announce that on their page, that they have some sort of connection with them. So I don't want to rule it out. But again, I'm not a big fan, so that's where I'm going to stay with that. Rosengren included that the stablecoin among what he termed new disruptors to short-term credit markets. Okay, then you got this where it says exploring 3 financial stability challenges, periodic disruptions to short-term credit markets, role of money market mutual funds, other potential cash management alternative, and new disruptors, for example, are Tether. In an interview with Yahoo Finance the same day, he elaborated the reason why I talked about Tether and stablecoins. If you look at their portfolio, it basically looks like a portfolio of prime money market fund, but maybe riskier, he said. Tether has a number of assets that during the pandemic, the spread got quite wide on those assets. Spread widening refers to a sell-off in the credit markets when the difference in yield increases between a risky asset such as a corporate bond and one perceived as a safe like treasury bond. And he further states, I do not think we need to think more broadly about what could disrupt short-term credit markets over time, and certainly stablecoins are one element, Rosengren said. I do worry that the stablecoin market that is currently pretty much unregulated, as it grows and becomes a more important sector of our economy, that we need to take seriously what happens when people run from these type of instruments very quickly. So again, folks, it has to do probably more than likely with regulations, getting clarity how these folks operate. And I do believe they're going to come heavy-handed on Tether. And you know what? It's going to be a major blow to Bitcoin, if you ask me. Okay? So anyway, this is coming from Twitter. And I just wanted to point this out because we're going to be talking about Casino Coin a little bit right now. And Flare Finance is pleased to announce the support and pledge of a new asset, Casino Coin. Casino Coin will be supported across all products in the ecosystem and pledges 125 million Casino Coins. Like, retweet, tag 3 fans, and follow Casino Coin for a chance at one of $500 prizes. So again, I tagged folks in there. I didn't win a prize quite yet. Hopefully I do, but if not, it's not a big deal. So again, I wanted to point this out because in one of my previous videos, I didn't want to say this. I thought I heard it in a roundabout way. I always want to get it from the horse's mouth. I always want to get it from the source. And this is the source, Flare Finance. And, when they announce it, then we're good to go. But I wanted to go back up here. Then you got pack added to the Flare Finance. Big. But I wanted to go up here. Let's run through all of the assets going to be supported on Flare Finance so far. And boom, let's go ahead and check that out. There's a thread of 1 of 23. You got Flare, XRP Ripple, Dogecoin. Listen, I know people don't understand Casino Coin or Dogecoin, or why would they add these to their ecosystem or their structure. Now let's understand it. We talked about utility for Dogecoin, and my reference back to the beta testing of Dogecoin will allow Dogecoin to have the utility from the people initially, and then it will progress from there. Then you got Litecoin, okay, and then people are, I don't know, they don't do enough digging, and I appreciate all of you leading me down different trails. Okay, AWash led me down a trail with the coding of Dogecoin, and we connected those dots. So I'm firm in Dogecoin. I'm long Dogecoin, and you can say that it might be a meme coin or whatever. Okay, no problem. How many meme coins are making money? How many meme coins are putting money in your pocket? Do not let anyone talk you out of your wealth. Okay, because there's a lot of folks that will talk you out of your wealth because they don't know. I don't even know. I don't know the end result. Okay, but I understand that if something is regulated or something that falls under ISO 222 compliance, then I would assume, I'm only assuming or speculating, that they would follow under that same framework, okay, as they are under the umbrella of Flare Finance, Flare Network. So you got Litecoin, you got XLM, you got Algorand, okay. Folks said that I even called Algorand before they even announced it. So again, here's ADA. So if passes main network governance. So this is not official. It's in parentheses there. If it passes network governance. So this is not official. Okay. All right. You got Ethereum. You got Tailcoin, which we talked about. You got Celsius Network, which is a huge opportunity for you to get staking rewards or interest on your crypto. So if you don't have that, I recommend that you get that application and set your cryptocurrencies over there and store them securely, and get you some rewards. You got Galaxy Games, which we discussed. You got the Shiba token, okay, and then you got Sanshu, all right, and then you got UST Tether, which we talked about right here just recently. I mean, not just recently, but just here in this video. Okay, and then you got USDC and Circle Pay. All right, we talked about Circle as well on the channel too. And then again, BNB, you got Pancake Swap Cake, XDC, which was just added. And then you got Pack Protocol as well. Casino Coin. Okay, and there's only 2 more assets that will be supported by the Flare Finance ecosystem prior to governance taking over from then on forth. Okay. I don't know if I'm just reading into that on the 4th. Are we looking for July 4th? Seems kind of interesting the way they spelled that. But anyway, when it comes to Casino Coin, folks are not really understanding why they would put Casino Coin on their network. I'm going to tell you why, okay? They're going after all of the money. All of the money. Okay? You could go and, it has no utility, it has no partnerships, all this other stuff. Okay. If you're standing around, waiting around for them to announce partnerships, then you're going to miss the bus. I don't want you to miss the bus. Okay? I'm long on Casino Coin. Let me go ahead and look up this Casino Coin real quick on CoinGecko, and I'm going to tell you how much it is up over the last year. Okay? Just so you know where we're at with Casino Coin over the last 24 hours. We're up nothing, okay? In the last 7 days, we're up 10%. In the last 14 days, we're up 49.3%. 30 days, there's nothing, okay? And then the last 60 days, folks, you're up 121%. Matter of fact, 121.2. And in the last year, if you have been holding casino coin like you're up 718%. 718.4%. Now, I'm not a mathematician. If I had put $100, I'm up $700. Okay, 700%, or maybe even more, depending on the amount of cryptocurrency you have, or how many casino coins you have. So, folks, I mean, don't let no one talk you out of your wealth. All right, because I'm not here to do that. I want you to do your own research. I want you to do your own due diligence. Okay, and come again. You use your 1 to 3 brains to make a decision. Okay, and you want to make an intelligent decisions. And I think I'm pretty intelligent. I think that I'm worthy of saying that about myself, not to pat myself on the back. But I think that, again, I've been in crypto long enough to know where, I'm falling in line with certain ecosystems, okay? And the Flare Finance, Flare Network ecosystem is something that I can actually get along with. So I just wanted to point these things out for you folks. And if you are on Twitter, go ahead and give them a follow at Flare Finance. And then I just want to go ahead and read this quick article. This is by J.C. Collins, casinocoin.medium.com, Flare Finance, and the family of digital assets. Okay, this was written 2 days ago. Welcome back to this edition of the Casino Coin blog. Today we're going to talk about the milestone of having the digital asset Casino Coin added to the decentralized world of Flare Finance. That's right, Casino Coin CSC is now a new addition to the Flare Finance suite of digital assets. Whether folks like it or not, too bad. Okay, breathe, exhale, take a deep breath. Okay, let's continue and understand what this means. The first time I walked into a Las Vegas casino, I was 26 years old. The MGM Grand was green, loud, bright, and damn if it wasn't sexy as hell. Most looked their best, some looked their worst. No one cared as they rolled dice, sipped drinks, and rapped back and forth between the ATMs and poker tables. The Motorola flip phones were everywhere. It was foreshadowing the things to come. Here it all was, I thought. One of the last scenes in the casino movie starring De Niro and Sharon Stone in real life. The MGM Grand was a city, like a city inside a city. Money flowing and people moving about everywhere. The casino movie represented the transition of Las Vegas to one era to another. Thinking back on those days, I feel something similar now as the world transitions into tomorrow and the world of digital assets and decentralized finance. But what does that all mean? Are we like casino movie characters about to be blindsided by something we never saw coming? Let's find out together. DeFi, or decentralized finance, is the most popular term in the crypto sphere right now, and there's a good reason for that. Decentralized finance is a trustless financial network developed on a blockchain protocol, and its primary function is to remove intermediaries and allow for the frictionless flow of value or capital across the network series of smart contracts. Okay, from my understanding, I think that the Casino Coin has several trust lines set up and ready to go. Okay, so that's a lot. So let's break it down into easily relatable terms. First, let's understand that Flare Finance and Flare Network are two different entities. The Flare Network is a new blockchain developed with partial support from Spring, the funding arm of Ripple. XRP is the native token of the XRP network, and Spark is the native token on the Flare network. So far, so good. Both the XRP network and our blockchain ledger and the Flare network, it could have been called the Flare blockchain ledger, but network sounds badass. Can accommodate other digital assets alongside the native tokens of XRP and Spark, otherwise known as FLR. The obvious example of this is CSC being moved onto the XRP ledger, capturing all the speed, scalability, and cost advantages of the XRP ledger itself. This move has made Casino Coin a contender amongst a family of digital assets developing around the XRP Ledger, Flare Network, and Flare Finance. Not to mention making it the best digital asset for use in online gambling platforms and brick and mortar casinos worldwide. And let's take a quick learning break. Smart contracts and what they are. You can read all of that there. I'm not going to get into it. You guys, we all should know what smart contracts are. And DeFi, or decentralized finance, is the most popular term, again, in the crypto sphere right now, and for great reason. All right. Flare Finance is the first to offer decentralized finance services built on the Flare network with fully functioning financial products, and it opens up the freeways for investors to experience new decentralized financial products. Such products are focused on non-custodial liquidity pools. Non-custodial is just a fancy way of saying no intermediary. Decentralized insurance coverage, peer-to-peer margin, and spot trading, and much more. What this means is that an individual investor can be their own bank, which is a new era. The full suite of Flare Finance products are as follows. You got Flare X, Flare Farm, Flare Loans, Flare Mutual, Flare Wrap, and Flare Mine. And let's talk about the value vehicles, digital assets within the decentralized ecosystem common economic market. You got Casino Coin, which is the newest addition to the Flare Finance fleet of digital assets. Others include the native YFlare, YFin, and YUSD, along with Flare XRP Litecoin, Stellar, XLM, XDC, Dogecoin, Algorand, ADA, Tel, Cell, BNB, Cake, Sheeb, and Sanshu. It is a true family of digital assets, all interoperating within the Flare Finance ecosystem and across network bridging with their native networks. All can take advantage of smart contract capabilities without using the native token of the network. Casino Coin will now have that function as a Flare Finance asset. The Flare network, which provides the network infrastructure for Flare Finance and its native asset Flare Spark, has also added FS to the network. The F assets are heavily utilized in the Flare Finance decentralized finance platform to provide deeper liquidity pools. These are XRP, Litecoin, XLM, and Doge, and in later releases there is potential for Bitcoin Cash, Algorand, and more to be added. Well, we're told that there's only going to be 2. My guess, folks, again, I'm not going to announce it because it's not an announcement for me to make, but I'm hoping, let's knock on some wood there, that IOTA is going to be one of those. All right. I believe it will be. That's just my personal opinion. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But at the end of the day, we still got to believe that IOTA is ISO 222 compliant within that little framework of the picture that I was parading around, showing you guys how that ecosystem looks on that paperwork. So anyway, guys, I want to make sure you guys read the rest of this. It's a pretty long blog. I don't want to go too far into it because I want to make sure that we get into what Crypto Mike suggested to me about Flexa being a partner with Celo, medium.com. Okay, and this is bringing the Flexa and Celo ecosystems together, closer together. Celo becomes the latest digital currency to launch on Flexa, paving the way for Valora's integration of the Spin SDK this year. This is about a 5-minute read. I'll go over some key parts of it, and then we'll go ahead and wrap the video up. Just 2 years ago, Flexa went live for the very first time to an audience of more than 5,000 attendees at the Consensus Conference in New York City. While Bitcoin began its surge towards a 2019 high of 14,000. 2 years later, and the world could not be more different place, with digital currency market volatility dominating headlines amid the recovery from a devastating global pandemic, and with influential figures taking global financial system. There's never been a better time to continue building the underlying infrastructure of today and tomorrow's payment landscape. And in honor of Flex's 2-year anniversary and in celebration of Celo Donut Hard Fork, we're celebrating this year's Consensus in style and with not one but three new ways we're integrating the Celo and Flexa ecosystems to make digital currencies more useful and accessible for people all over the world, enabling support for Celo and CUSD spending. Over the past several years, the Celo platform has proven itself again and again to be one of the most forward-thinking and thoughtfully designed ecosystems in the digital currency landscape. From the 100+ organizations aligned together under the banner of Alliance for Prosperity, of which Flexa proudly counts itself a member, to the Celo ecosystem's commitment towards sustainability and carbon neutrality. What the team at C Labs and contributors all over the world have been building is undoubtedly becoming critical payments infrastructure for the future. Starting today, we're delighted to be enabling support for Celo native assets Celo and the CUSD, which is the Celo dollar payments on the Flexa network. And as the utility and governance asset for the Celo community, Celo's native asset helps shape the direction of the Celo platform and makes Celo stable assets possible. And as a stable asset that tracks the US dollar on the Celo blockchain, Celo dollars make payments easier and more seamless for people all over the world, while insulating digital asset payments from all of the volatility that currently impacting the broader digital currency market. Celo dollars are quickly being adopted around the globe, with more than 50 million CUSD in circulation as of just this morning. So this is a different time frame. This was written back on May 26th, and I don't want to give a wrong date. So if this was about 2 years ago, I would say it's about 2019, about that time. Okay. So anyway, introducing Volara as one of the next apps to launch full support on Flex's Spin SDK. So you can read a little bit more about that. I'll just read it real quick. At Flexa, we've always envisioned a future in which everyone can easily use their digital assets right from wherever they keep them. As the digital currency industry continues to grow and mature, it's becoming increasingly clear that digital assets, whether cryptocurrencies, digital tokens, or even NFTs, will end up having a home across a wide array of apps on each of our mobile devices. The idea that anyone should be required to move digital assets to one app for spending, another app for trading, and yet another app for keeping track of balance is not just cumbersome. It's a legacy constraint of the antiquated financial systems that we're collectively leaving behind. Okay, so I want to get to the part where it talks about AMP. Okay, announcing C Labs as the first Flexa developer grant recipient for guaranteed spending capacity. Folks, I know there's probably more articles that are out there. This is just the one that caught my attention, so I kind of wanted to go over it. Finally, Flexa is proud to announce C Labs as the inaugural recipient of a Flexa developer grant. As one of the organizations helping to guide the development of Celo blockchain, C Labs is closely connected to the Celo community and the emerging ecosystem of apps building on the Celo blockchain. And there simply isn't an organization better equipped to help us enable Flexa support across the Celo ecosystem. And as a part of this grant, Flexa will be providing C Labs with 10 million AMP, which will provide guaranteed spending capacity for the Volara app on the Flexa network and will be staked towards Volara and Flex's capacity smart contracts. This is a flexible grant, and it can and will be used by C Labs to support more Celo-enabled apps in adopting the Spin SDK over the next several years. So I wanted to point out AMP, okay, for the AMP community. This new Flexa developer grants program will provide additional choices when staking AMP and earning rewards. In fact, as soon as the complete first batch of developer grant recipients is announced, all such apps, including Volara, will become immediately available to stake on Flexa capacity, even before the launch full Spin SDK support, with the initial network rewards distribution provided by Flexa from the Network Development Fund and we've carefully designed this approach to ensure that as soon as each new app enables spending, there will be enough collateral available to not only provide capacity for payments, but also enable individual stakers to share in the network rewards generated from the proceeds of payment volume processed via these apps. Okay, so you can read what's next. All right, I want to leave it there. I want you guys to read some of that yourself. But again, thank you, Crypto Mike, for pointing out this connection. As far as, Celo and AMP and Flexa is concerned, not too familiar with Flexa, but studying AMP, we will talk about that on the videos at some point. Okay, I listened to Crypto Mike and the way he describes it and the way he understands this. I would, highly recommend going to his channel, getting more information from him, because he knows this stuff better than I do. Okay, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. Some folks know things a little bit better, and I want to make sure that I lead you to those folks if this is a project that you find yourself interested in. I do hold AMP in my portfolio thanks to Crypto Mike, and again, we will be doing that research. Okay, we will be getting into the AMP, knowing what it's about, talking to you what it's about. But again, in temporary terms, go to Crypto Mike's channel, check him out, and listen to what he has to say in regards to Flexa and AMP. So anyway, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope that you guys got something out of it, and I appreciate you guys tuning in late. I know that I don't like to be late, but it is what it is. As far as work is concerned, sometimes when work calls, you got to get there. All right. Otherwise, I would like to sit at home and not have to work at all. I like to retire, if you understand what I mean by that. So anyway, guys, our time is coming close, and we're getting near. Today, Basel 3 went live. Again, we didn't see any, price movement. We didn't see anything significantly change. I know that the stock market was down today, and I'm not sure if that is going to continue to be a leading indicator of things to come, but we will see. Okay, once there's a slip and there's a drip, there's another drip, and there's more drips, then it becomes a flood, and then all hell breaks loose. So we'll see what happens. Keep your head on the swivel. Keep your mind focused. Okay, keep your focus on the end goal, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to always understand you will be one of the new 1%. Okay, when I say that, I mean it. Okay, you got to believe it, because I believe it. And not only being in the new 1%, that means greater responsibility is going to be handed out to every single one of you, including myself. And I'm ready for that challenge, because I think that, timing is everything. Okay, could I have been rich before? Perhaps. Who knows? But I think that God has his own timing for every single individual who has not, got to a wealthy stage, or, a stage where they're financially stable. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not financially stable. What I'm saying is where we have abundance of wealth, okay, where we can actually distribute it back to the folks that need help. And for me, I'm not here to just help me and my family. I'm here to help everyone, and I want everyone to grow. And that means if I got to help out in humanity for humanity, and that's what my calling is, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. So again, folks, there's going to be greater responsibility placed on you. Okay, that doesn't give you the right to be a jackass. That doesn't give you a right to be a jerk. That doesn't give you a right to be messed up towards other people. It doesn't give you a right to have a bad attitude towards other people. And you know what? I'll say this weekend event that I worked, what I do not like about folks is that they have a certain entitlement about themselves because they drive a certain type of vehicle, or they got certain type of clothing, or they got certain type of jewelry. Dudes, I know it all. I know every type of women product. I know every type of product that women can have, and sometimes these women and men, they're entitled, and their attitudes stink. Okay, I don't like working for these type of folks, but if I'm called to a duty or to a detail by my, the guy that sets me up with these details, then I gotta stay in my lane, but I also gotta kind of look at them and say, that's not the type of person that I'll ever want to be, and I hope that you'll never be those people either. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep those things in mind and always be humble, always be kind, and things like that. So, that's what I want to preach, and that's what I want to get across to every single one of you. Have a great rest of your day. We'll get back to you tomorrow. Have a great evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. And continue to always think healthy, feel healthy, be healthy, and always have good frame of mind, good spirits. God bless, take care, and as always, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.